promised myself I wouldn't cry. And I'm not going to. But here we go, guys. What is this? Sheep is a bad detective. Well, that's, I don't remember seeing that there before. But welcome back to the final episode that I'm recording anyways of Beyond Vanilla Season 2. That's right. This is most likely going to be the last episode and the last time that I log on to the server. After this episode goes live, Beyond Vanilla Season 2 will get shut down forever. It's very sad, and it actually is a little bit emotional. I am a little bit emotional about this, and again, I continue to apologize about the quality of my audio and a little echoing behind me. The room that I'm in is laminate flooring and very empty, and so there's nothing to stop the sound from reflecting all over the place. I did see Phantom Maple online just a few minutes ago, but it looks like I missed her while I was having some issues connecting. But it's time for part number 5 of the World Tour, the last section, the Eastern Tunnel through our Nether Hub, where we'll see Mallow Sprite's base, Phantom Maple's base, some of Clarky's stuff, the Mayhem Mallow's, Phantom Maple stuff, yeah, Mallow Sprite, I can't talk, Mallow Sprite's, Maple's, Clarky's, just some of really amazing stuff, some of my favorite stuff on the server, and where I've spent some of the most time on the server. We're going to do another episode as just a big stream of consciousness, so let me get back into absolute crazy manic, hyperactive mode that I normally am in, and let's just jump into it. So this is one of my favorite areas on the entire server, although I will say that this drives me nuts. You can jump around on here, but it's ice underneath, and it drives me absolutely bonkers. I don't know why, it just does. But I love the design of this nether tunnel, using a ton of kelp blocks and the end rods. This is an expensive nether tunnel, and look at it. It looks so fantastic. It is one of the reasons why it's one of my favorites, because it's a finished nether tunnel, and there weren't that many finished nether tunnels. And is there anything behind here? Ooh, there is. I don't know whose base this is, but let's go find out. Well, we made it. There's another tunnel. There was another portal behind this. Where have we wound up here? I don't know. I think this was part of Face Wrecker's base, or one of Face Wrecker's bases. That's a really cool design with the stained glass. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot else going on here. So let's just jump back. I mean, I think we probably weren't supposed to peek behind the curtain sort of thing. So let's just pretend that we never were there. All right, next up, what do we have? One of my... That was weird. This is one of the more bizarre tunnels through the nether. I can't remember whose base this leads out to, but you can just look and see that this was a ton of effort to get all the grass blocks and the snowberry bushes. That is pretty cool, and I love the fact that it's just kind of a pathway leading above it. But of course we're not walking on the path, we're flying through it. And there's another tunnel with another portal leading back there, so we're gonna have to check that out as well. Let's see where we end up. Again, we're heading through the eastern section, so whose stuff do we have here? I don't know. I've been here before, but I can't remember whose stuff this is. Whose base are we at? Is this part of Clarky's base? Let's see if this will work. Let's see if Co-Inspector. Will this work? Clarky. So yes, this is part of Clarky's base. Got a couple of different things built around here. Let's take a look and see. What do we got? Looks like we got a storage system with an item sorter. Fancy. I've never built an item sorter like that before for a storage system. It looked, I mean, they work amazingly, but, too much redstone for me. I don't have the patience for it. So he's got a little tree farm going on. House built underneath this kind of natural archway, which is pretty cool. And I think there was another structure over there. A little bit of food farming over here. And I can't remember what this was. I think it was just a farm. but what type of farm it is, I don't know. Maybe it's a smelter? Whoa. Is this what this is? Is it just a smelter? Is there another door somewhere in here? There is another structure over here. And I can hear, is that droppers? The sound of droppers? Aha! Sugarcane farm, very nice. You know what, let's just jump into spectator mode and take a look and see what we've got back here. Okay, so we have a really simple piston observer pushing sugarcane farm. It's not the most lossless version, but it does function pretty well. Pretty basic, pretty simple. And through here we have, yep, a bamboo farm, which looks like it kind of fed into a smelting system. So it is an auto smelter, which is nice. I guess you could just drop whatever items you wanted to smelt in the top there, and then they would get smelted right away, so you don't have too much work to do. And I can't tell if that's, is that, nope. Okay, it doesn't feed in any further. Very nice. Yeah, I'm hearing minecarts going back and forth, so I wonder... Okay, so that's how he has this collection system for the sugarcane, is minecarts. And was there... Or not sugarcane, for the bamboo. Was there minecart system under here? No. Okay. You could actually make this system lossless if you used minecarts underneath this row right here. Had hopper minecarts running underneath there, and that would actually solve the loss problem that you would get from that. But I really don't know how lossy it really is. I haven't used a design like that in a while. I started using zero-tick farms because they generate an absolutely absurd amount of sugarcane. And are just super easy to build without any sort of, what's the word I'm looking for, lag. They don't really generate any lag. All the lag from a zero-tick farm is pretty much contained to the client side, not the server side, which is really nice. Back through the nether we go. Let's see where this other portal will lead us. Is this another part of the base? Or hey look, it's Maple! Woo. She told me that she wanted, I don't know where this is, but we've got a whole lot of spruce trees. Is this anyone's base? There's a beacon. Nope, doesn't look like it's anyone's base. Anyways, Maple told me that she wanted to try and finish her nether tunnel before I decided to do the world tour. And then she told me that to scratch that idea because she had lost inspiration and motivation to finish the build. So she also hasn't responded to us yet. So I don't know if she even saw that we were online. I don't think this is the spoiler wall. Let me take a look here real quick. Nope, we don't want to go in there. That's Maple's nether tunnel, and so that's spoilers, and so we don't want to see that until she tells us it's okay and gives us the go-ahead. I actually have no idea whose tunnel this is. Where am I going to come out? It's a surprise. I don't know. Oh, okay. This is Will's theme park. Will64XD, who also has a YouTube channel and has way more subscribers than I do, which is, you know, I'm not jealous or anything, Will, but come on. Go ahead and check out his channel because he'll highlight this build, which is pretty fantastic. He built a roller coaster, and he also built this, which is a random chance kind of horse race type of game, but actually I think it's llamas. So it uses a random pulse generator that sends off these llamas that are in minecarts, and so you kind of place your bet just between players, and then you hit the button and you get to see who's the winner. And I'm going to pick number 2, which I think is the second row here, and I think number 2 is going to win, although it's going really slow, though you can see the pulses going. Are they all going to hit at the same time? That would be a first, unless of course, you know what, I think there was some trick that you had to do to reset the randomizer. I think it may have been this. And then that might actually cause the randomization. So let's see, are they still all gonna go in at the same time? Who's gonna win? It looks like number 3 is ahead, but now it looks like they're all kind of pulsing at the same rate. it looks like they're all gonna win, kind of, sort of. Yeah, I don't know how it works. It's Redstone wizardry, and it's another one of those things, though, that with the way that Server Pro, which is the current host that Beyond Vanilla Season 2 is on, also look at Maple, just shy of 100 deaths. She just shy of it. But yeah, so that's one of the reasons why we're switching from Server Pro to using Shockbite, and this is the other reason, is because as cool as this roller coaster is, it doesn't work really well in this server with the amount of just the overall speed of the server, the hardware that the server is using, as well as the amount of RAM. The server is using 4 gigabytes of RAM. Shockbite server that we're using for Beyond Vanilla Season 3, we're using 8 gigabytes of RAM, which may be a little bit overkill for the number of players that we have, but everything is running silky smooth and buttery smooth so far on Beyond Vanilla Season 3, so I am satisfied. This was a really cool area, though. Neat idea. I just wish that the server was able to handle the roller coaster a little bit better. Maybe Season 3 will be able to come up with a minigame area that will have... There have been a couple of really cool ideas that I'm excited about, including, we'll say, the Olympics between different kingdoms, which I think would be absolutely fantastic. So, yeah. Got some stuff to look forward to. Let's see if I can remember how to get out of here. And see what's next. What's this? I don't know. I know what that is over there, but I can't remember what this is or whose base it is. Remember that we are in the Eastern Tunnel, and yeah, I'm drawing blanks. Well, we start off with a, what is that, a skeleton spawner? Well, that would have been handy to know that there was another skelly spawner somewhere around here. And we do have someone's base. Whose base is this? Well, that was Mallow. Mosaic, okay. That's right, and then we were gonna try and prank someone. I can't remember if we were pranking Mosaic or if we were pranking someone else. But what we were going to try and do was in case where they had logged out in Obsidian, and then make them have to dig their way out, but that it didn't end up happening because we missed. We were off by like 5 blocks, like literally like 5 blocks off. Like this whole area right here, we completely encased in Obsidian. We wanted to make sure that there was a spot where they could pop back in and spawn into, so they wouldn't just pop off to the side because their spawn would have been obstructed. But we ended up being off literally by like 5 blocks off to the side. So whoever it was that we were trying to prank ended up just popping out like literally right over here. And if they had just been right here, then they would have been encased in Obsidian, and it would have been hilarious because we were going to use, well, we have in this one, see, I can do inventory Phantom Maple, and I can see exactly what Maple has in her inventory right now, including what she's got equipped and the number of diamonds. And have I recorded the south? Recording, yes, I've already recorded the south actually. Yeppers. Recording the east now. Skip to your tunnel. So, yeah, I can open up people's inventories without them knowing it, and we were just going to take all of his pickaxes out of his inventory and then just let him try and tunnel his way out. I think breaking a single block of obsidian by hand takes like 15 or 30 minutes, so we wouldn't have let him do the whole thing or forced him to do the whole thing, but it would have been amusing, so kind of sad that that didn't happen. And this is just a weird location for a skelly spawner. Just throwing that one out there. And did I grab... Are those my pants? I think those are... I think I accidentally grabbed Maple's pants. Let's take another look through. Yeah, oops. Sorry. Give those back real quick. Didn't mean to take your pants, and I think I accidentally switched out. Where's my sword? Did I give Swordy McSwordfish? That's mine. That's yours. There you go. Have your pants back. I didn't mean to take them, and definitely didn't mean to swap out my sword with them. Awkward. Alright, so here we go. Clarky built the... Well, he used, I think it was an Exumavoid design for this. I spent quite a little bit of time over here. This is the, not the Bad Omen farm, this is the raid farm. And hopefully I'm not going to trigger a raid when I come in here. Works pretty well. They also had a couple of villagers over here, including one with mending. Does he still have mending? He does. 20 diamonds, or not 20 diamonds, 20 emeralds. That's not great, but it's not horrible. And it looks like this got updated or upgraded. So it has a storage system, which is pretty neat. And somewhere there was a way of getting out of here without having to break everything open, but I'm just gonna fly because, yeah. So there was some farming area over here so that you could get emeralds to trade with villagers. You had the small villager trading hall, and you had the drop chute where all of the pillagers would drop down into. Really simple design. All of the pillagers, the only place where they can spawn during the raid will be up here. So they spawn in. There's a, well, yes, there is a villager up here, Mr. Meatsack. And so the pillagers see him, rush towards this area, and drop down in here and die. This little bit right here, this bit of lava, that is secured there so that the, what do they call it, the Ravagers, they kind of get stuck in the lava and they burn to death without clogging up the whole system, and that way you don't have to worry about trying to drop a Ravager down a 1x1 chute, because that just won't work. I spent a lot of time here getting some Hero of the Village, and it was a pretty cool area. Just a random weaponsmith. But yeah, that's it's going to be a challenge to do something like this on Beyond Vanilla Season 3, just because I think there's only a couple of pillager outposts, and they obviously are going to belong to whatever kingdom they happen to be located in. So, okay, here we go. This is in... You guys are in for a treat right here. This is going to make the entire video worth watching. Maple's Tunnel is also going to be awesome, but this area is going to be absolutely fantastic. So what I'm obviously going to do is I'm going to skip it, and I'm going to come out this way because it said there was someone else's base this way. And let's go check this out first. The Witch Farm, cool. Random other stuff. Let's see what Flappy Phillips' base looks like. Can I get out? Let me out! Well, that's kind of cool. It's like a glass tree. That is an interesting design for a tree. That is really cool, actually. I kind of like that. What have we got down here? We've got a broken... What the hey happened here? Or is there an on and off switch? Maybe that's what it is. Is there an on and off switch? No? Oh, there we go. Okay. So, I don't... Personally, whenever I build farms like this, I just never actually build an on and off switch, but that is a nice feature to have, to be able to trigger it on and off. I'm pretty sure if I flip this lever too. Nope. So it was just a coincidence that we managed to get the one pumpkin to fly out, but it's just a basic pumpkin farm, auto pumpkin farm using pistons and absorbers. I've built a lot of these, and I think highlighted one of them in one of my videos. We got a little tiny carrot farm. We got some villager breeding going on over here with some librarians. Looks like he's got a small ravine in there. But let's check out the house. Oh, he's got lots of librarians all over the place. Neat. Cool. And more villager breeding areas. And I guess this would have been his main house. Oh, look at that. He's got a couch. We can just sit down here, look at the view. That's a nice view. Oceanfront property. It's a really nice, really clean and simple. I like it. That's an interesting design. I've never thought about using hay as a structure block before. And I thought I saw something else over here. Yes. Looks like we've got some storage and minecarts going somewhere. We'll have to take a look at where those go. Multicolored shulkers for all your different storage needs. Did I see 3 elytra? Nice. Well done. I don't know what I just did. What did I just do? Is this a... Okay. So we've got a villager trading system going on? Is that what I'm looking at here? And where does this lead to? Right here. Interesting. So I think, if I am correct, which I probably am not... Oh, that's nifty. Where's the entrance to this? I didn't even see an entrance to this area. Is there, like, a redstone door hidden somewhere around here? There's something. There is. Okay. So how do you trigger this one? Alright, now I'm curious. Is this a redstone torch key? And how does that... I don't know. There's got to be an entrance around here somewhere, and I would imagine it's right here. And that would pull... Looks like a, what is that, a double piston extender? With a redstone torch key? Is that what I'm looking at? Let's find out. We're gonna give ourselves a redstone torch. No, maybe it's this one? I don't know, but that's really cool. Yeah, yes, Maple wants to give us a tour. Yes, let's go back to visit Phantom Maple as soon as we can find the portal out of here. There it is. Let's go on an adventure. Whoop. I'm up to what is that, 4 or 5 woos for the last couple of videos. Stream of consciousness. I don't have anything to talk or say. I'm just gonna add in random words. Alright, continuing on. Alright. Let's find where she's at and boom. I'm guessing she's typing. I need a sign. Alright, so we're going to let Maple finish up, and we're going to go and look at the Malosprite's Isle of Wonder, possibly one of my absolute favorite places on the entire server, and I haven't been there in a while, so there's probably going to be some stuff that's going to be absolutely brand new to me as well, which is absolutely fantastic, and it's going to be really, really awesome. So, Malosprite did this entire thing, which is absolutely crazy. Just look at the detail. Look at this. That's glass panes to kind of make this, like, honestly, it reminds me of Harry Potter, the Great Hall with the floating candles. Every single one of those has to be placed, and you got to place them in a way that they're not going to cause a connection between the two. And mixed in throughout those for lighting are end rods, and it really makes this just absolutely awesome effect. You know what? We're going to try and see what happens if we hop into some shader modes and let's use Silder's Vibrant Shaders. I don't know if this is going to end up crashing the game or not. Sometimes when I switch my shaders on, it does, and sometimes it doesn't. But let's find out, because I really think the effect will be totally worth it to kind of get the full picture of why this is one of my absolute favorite places on the entire server. I think Silder's is the right one to use. It may have been, what is it, S-E-U-S, so Seuss, like Dr. Seuss? Is that how you pronounce it? I don't really know. Let's wait for my laptop to go ahead and decide that it wants to work. And please don't crash, please don't crash, please don't crash. It didn't crash! Oh man, that's not the right one at all, is it? Okay, well, that was anticlimactic. Maybe I need to get the settings different. Shader settings, shader options. There's an option. Shadows. Maybe it is Seuss, which should pop in pretty quickly. There we go. There it is. All right, so it was S-E-U-S. So when you look at it from below, and you can see that this is just beautiful. Look at that. You don't really get that effect in the vanilla textures with no shaders. So you have lava beneath all of here. And when you're looking at it through here, from down below, you can get this really cool effect of it. Honestly, it just looks like floating lights, and it is awesome. And since she used different types of glass and different colored glass, when you get to this area, obviously the lights themselves change colors. The original idea, I think, was kind of an Alice in Wonderland inspired terraforming, kind of an Alice in Wonderland. I don't really know how to describe it. That was what the inspiration was. She was trying to find ideas, and I said, based on what her Isle of Wonder was, Wonderland, is that maybe she should do something kind of crazy and trippy. And so this is what she came up with, and it is just so cool. I mean, look at this. It's just really awesome. You know what? I've got to have to screenshot that, because I think that is going to be the screenshot for the video. And also, it continues on behind it, so it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. We are going to go ahead though, and we're going to, for consistency's sake, we're going to turn shaders back off, which thankfully takes a lot less time than turning them on. Or at least I may have spoken too soon. Now we're just gonna have to wait and play Jeopardy, Final Jeopardy here, with the music playing in the background. Or maybe a ticking clock would work better. I really spoke too soon on the amount of time that it would take for this to happen. There it goes. Slowly, slowly, slowly. It's just for the sake of consistency. There we go. All right. It still looks really cool without shaders on. It's just, I love that effect with the shaders. So let's go ahead and see Mallow's Isle of Wonder. I also going to point out, this area is just beautiful right here. The number of times that I have reached over, adjusting myself in my chair, which squeaks quite a lot and makes lots of noise. The number of times though that I've reached over to hit the stop record button is kind of absurd, because I'm used to doing lots of different takes for different things. So trying to do this all as just one stream of consciousness is way, way harder than I ever thought it would be. But let's take a look and see. So, first and foremost, I want to point out the mycelium and the dirt. And then back to the mycelium. And we are on a mushroom fields biome. Malosprite got tons and tons and tons of dirt, because she was transforming this entire area from the mycelium that was on the top layer to mushrooms. And I think it does look really, really cool at night, but we'll probably, we'll leave it at night. We're in a mushroom fields biome, so we're not going to get any mobs. And I don't think we'll get any phantoms either because we're in creative mode. So let's just take a look at this. So you've got her beacon here with the kind of fountain in the middle. Look at the detail in there. You've got the lighting effect from the pickles, just some little seagrass and everything. And it's, well, I want to say it's supposed to be some sort of like goddess or angel with wings, maybe. I'm not entirely certain, but it's beautiful. It really is. This tree is absolutely awesome. You never see purple trees in real life, and this custom tree is just amazing. Looks like she may have still been working on it, or this may just be support because a tree like this wouldn't actually be able to exist in real life. I think this house is the first house that she actually built out here, and I do remember it featuring in a couple of episodes, Your Delivery. Shulker boxes full of grass blocks. I love that. That cracks me up with the dragon opening and closing its mouth. Just all of her storage and everything in here, and it's just there's so much to look at and see and do here that it's definitely going to take quite enough time for us to go and look through everything before we head over to look and see what Maple wanted to show us. But again, love Malice Sprite's overall design for her houses. She's got a couple of trader llamas down here. She's got Piggy, the brown mushroom. I think this, yes, okay, so this I took a little bit of inspiration from, but failed in my execution. This is the entrance down into Malice Sprite's kind of ravine and mining area. And it's just, I mean, take a look at this. So it does stop off right here, and I'm not sure what's through there. It looks like sheep, but it's just this nice meandering spiral downwards, and it is just really, really neat. Does it go up? It doesn't go up, and it does have some bubble vaders going up and down. Well, going up at least, which takes you all the way down into the bottom where, oh my god, I've never seen this room before. Wow. What is this? Okay, I see some villagers. This is an iron farm. She's got 4 modules and a lot of iron. But look at this, look at these stars. Look at this. Oh my god, this is so cool. Okay, I'm in love with this. This is really awesome. I have never seen something like that before. That is just too cool for words. Let's see, what is up here? Okay, she got her ravine over this way. And I saw something else. I thought it looked like a storage room. No, it was the sheep. That's what it was. So you've got multicolored sheep, which I guess she definitely would have needed in order to build some of the structures around here. And it's not just that there's the sheep. Look at this. She's got a conduit out here. So of course, instead of just kind of like walling this off, and oh look, you can see one of the houses over there. That is really cool. She built a kind of viewing platform so she could look out. That is a really clever little detail. I love it. It's amazing. This is why this is a treat. This is just absolutely awesome. Malice Sprite is a super talented builder. What do we have? What do we have? What's next? What's next? You know, let's just try and go counterclockwise throughout everything. This was a dirt to grass block conversion thingy that she built because she needed tons of grass blocks. So she just kind of built stacked up all the dirt, or spread out all the dirt, and then wait for it to naturally turn into grass and then mine it out, or dig it out, and then it would all fall down into here where it would get collected. So it was a temporary structure, but very, very practical one. She has her overpowered kelp farm, which worked really, really well. Obviously, if you saw and remember, the east tunnel was full of kelp blocks. Well, this is part of where it all came from. I love the fact that you can just look down and see it. It must have taken a while to dig that out, and then a longer time to get it all to function correctly. Mine is much, much smaller than this. And this, I'm not sure what this is yet, but I just wanted to show off the detail because it's a massive water wheel and has water flowing down into it, pumping up from the top, I guess, and then flowing down to spin the wheel. And it's just really, really clever. And I love the fact that all of Malosprite's builds all carry that same sort of theme to them. And she's definitely gotten her style down, and it is just really, really spectacular. Yep, this is a super smelter. So yes, it seems like almost everyone else built some sort of smelter this season except for me. I definitely need to get back on the super smelter train for Beyond Vanilla Season 3. This is this is the same type of super smelter that I built, or that I have built in the past, just a little bit more complex with the input and output, with an actual, input chest, fuel chest, input, and then the delivery system. Fantastic. But it works on the very simple principle of loading up. Well, this one actually uses minecart loaders. So it loads up the minecarts. They go back and forth between the input for the fuel and the input for the smelting items, whatever it is that you want to cook. And then it all feeds back into these. So it's much more refined than what I've built in the past, but does use the same concept. Really, really neat, really clever. And look at this. She's got a kind of walkway similar. Well, I would say similar. Mine is on a much smaller scale over at the dockside area of Northgard. But that looks really cool. Just kind of an elevated walkway leads down and around. Oh man, this must have taken so long to build all of this. And of course, no base is complete without a cow killing machine. Alright, what's next to look at over here? We've got a couple of small houses. And while the interior is rather sparsely decorated, and there's a giant hole out the back. Maybe that's what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to have... Yeah, that definitely looks like it's supposed to. Yeah, I can't really do Discord that well because I've got limited data. Sorry. Internet. I can upload because I use my phone, which has unlimited data, but if I use tethering with my phone to play Minecraft, it's too slow, and it definitely wouldn't be able to do Discord voice chat at the same time. So I'm kind of rigging things up in a not very professional way, but it's what I can do. So, yep, hold on, let's take a look. Oh, that's also awesome. Still looking through Mallow's base. And it's kind of a wall over here. So it's an elevated walkway on one side and then it's kind of walled off on the other side. So that is really cool. I love it. I just want to walk around. I want to live here. That's the thing. I really want to live here. Oh, she's got a wall of heads. And this looks like... Is it a library? Is that what I'm hearing villagers. I'm trying to find an entrance. Where... How does one get into this amazing looking structure? Oh, here we go. I completely missed it the first time, so let's head up. Oh, it's her villager trading hall. So many books, and of course cobwebs. Can I fly up here please and take a look? And she's got a gossip villager and a zombie to convert. That is really cool. So it can spread the gossip. And she's got just about everything. I feel so inadequate. I really do. Like, this is giving me a complex. Alright, so around the back here, we've got a bridge, which I do like. This is a nice bridge. And it leads up to kind of the edge of where I think she had gotten some of her building done. She does have another beacon over here, which is neat. This, though, is one of the earlier houses that she did build on the server, and I haven't actually been in here to take a look at it. Is it complete? Does it have an interior? It does. It's got, you know, I wonder if this was her original starter house for this base, or at least like a secondary one. It's got a different theme kind of going on to it. It's got the purple roof and everything. It's gorgeous. I like it. It does match the rest of her build style really, really well. Let's kind of just fly up a little bit and make sure we didn't miss anything. This place has changed a bit. I'm in a cloud. You know, I went for a lot of volume with my base, with trying to build different structures. Mallow went with quality, and much, much higher quality than mine. I'm definitely going to have to put a better emphasis on becoming a better builder for Beyond Vanilla Season 3, because I'm inspired. This is amazing. I'm in love with this. Alright, let's see. Let Maple know we're on our way. Fly back through the amazing nether tunnel. And try not to crash. And we're here. What am I looking at? Is it a key? It kind of looked like a key. Is that what I'm looking at? Alright. Well, let's get rid of the spoiler wall. And let's... Ooh. This must have taken forever. Okay, so that looks like carpet on the top. And I'm guess is that wool on the sides? I can't really tell. But look at this effect. Okay, this is really neat. It is really cool. You know what? Just to be fair, I wish I could show it with shaders as well. But it's going to take too long to load up the shaders again. But it doesn't need it. And Malice didn't need it either. But this looks really cool. And look at the end over here. That's like... That looks really cool. Alright. For you. Actually, she's probably in survival mode, so I'll pop through the portal first, and we'll end up at Maple's floating island of death and doom. The Hern Hole. This is a server monument here. And now it's empty. So the number of times that I have fallen off of here, and I know my death count is only 34, I am very, very lucky that I can fly pretty decently and was able to fly, but I have fallen off here a lot. Like a lot. Lead the way. Show me your stuff. Is this glass now, or is this a cloud? I think it's a cloud. See, that's the problem. Is that that's glass, this is a cloud, and I keep on thinking that the clouds are glass, and then I fall to my death. Or close to it. Every breed of cat. Snowball. So one of them. Dummy. Zombie. Salem. Very nice. Maple's Drowned Farm. The source of tridents on the game, or on the server. Very nice. Took a long time to build, and if you take a look at it from the outside real quick, you'll see that she actually covered the entire thing in black wool, which must have taken a really long time. And even then, because of that 1.14 lighting glitch, it didn't work for a while, and it didn't work properly until I actually reset and reloaded all of those chunks, which was a pain in the behind. But to get all of that black wool, she built this, a rotating sheep farm, to make sure that she would get enough. And then she dyed them in different colors, and so she'd have wool of every different color to sell in Grand's craft shop, which is just, that's awesome. You know what, we're going to OP. Yeah. Yes. Ah. Yes. The dancing arrow. Another server monument. There we go. Maple is now an administrator or staff member of Beyond Vanilla Season 3, but she was not for Beyond Vanilla Season 2, so that's why she wasn't in creative mode. Oh, and she's got ocelots. So I'm guessing... No, well, that's not how you get cats anymore. You get cats just from villages. So I don't know what the ocelots are here for, other than just for fun. They are cute too, though. She literally has every breed of cat. Literally every breed of cat. And a donkey. And another cat. And look at my horrible ping. And iron golems, and I don't know where she went. Oh, there she is. She's got pets. Even my donkey has a cat. Yep, even the donkey gets a pet. Villager Trading Hall, which spawned a whole lot of random iron golems. Chickens? I missed. Oh, there we go. I'm guessing this was the system for getting the villagers in here. I'm lazy. I don't want to do it the other way. So they would come down... Well, yes, I think... Where's the hern hole? There's the hern hole. Villagers would come out of the hern hole and then could go either up here into the villager trading hall, or they could go off to, I think, over to the side where she had an iron farm. Although from the looks of things, she didn't really need an iron farm. She's doing just fine getting iron right here. Ah, memories. That's the best thing. Lots and lots of memories. Looks like we've got some type of farm going on over here. I'm not sure what it is yet. Let's take a looky look. Is it chickens? Turtles. Ooh, I think this is supposed to be a turtle farm. We've got an AFK fishing farm. I'm gonna fall off the edge again. What else haven't we looked at? Let's see, what do we have over here? Looks like a small auto smelter. Food area. Nano farm for getting tons of goods. Got the unethical snow farm, which I can't say anything about because Scar has a chicken prank. But let's see, let's TP me to Maple and go. What did he do? I guess he just dropped tons of chickens up here. I don't know what the purpose of this is. I'm guessing this is the chicken thing? Oh, you know what? Oh. Oh, that's evil. It would have been easier just to do a comparator, redstone comparators, rather than doing a hopper clock. I think that would have just continuously fired them, but that works too. I'm lazy. I like keeping it simple and stupid, so. Alright, let's see what we got over here. We're gonna follow. Ah, yes. Maple's Iron Farm. And it does use the newest version, which is nice. And Mr. Minion. The golems will drop down here, out of both of these areas, and they'll fall down and burn to death, and then you'll get tons and tons of iron. Let's see how much iron she's got so far. A decent amount. Maple actually had the iron shop after my iron shop failed. After she drove me out of business. Drove me iron out of business. So I built my iron shop, and then Maple came out and built her iron shop, and it was way more efficient, and she had way more iron than I did, and it basically tanked my iron shop before it really even got going. I actually don't know if I even sold any iron at all. I'd have to double check, but she set up an iron shop, and it did really, really well, and I bought tons of iron from her as well. Yes. Yep. Doc M and the SciCraft server came up with this design. Really elegant, really simple, using bobbing villagers, bobbing up and down in the water so that they are breaking the line of sight with the zombie long enough to be able to sleep. It works really, really well. Really simple. And iron farms are so much simpler than they used to be, without having to use the village mechanics, without using all of the doors and everything that you used to have to do. Villages don't actually exist within Minecraft's code the same way that they used to, so this is way, way better, and I am getting really, really tired. I can only keep talking for so long, but I think that we've seen just about everything that there is to see. I'm gonna take a look over at the rest of our base real quick, make sure we haven't missed anything. I'd hate to cut anything short. Let's take a look at, let's see, okay, we had, well, there's a random chicken in there, but that was the turtle farm. We've got her sheep, we've got her villager trading hall, storage, which I don't think she did a storage system. I think she did kind of what I did, which was just, yeah, chests on chests on chests. Although it looks like most of her chests are empty. And I think she just had the chest monster up here instead. Chest monsters are fine though. They are very efficient ways of storing everything. I mean, who doesn't love a lot of unlabeled chests? Oh look, she's got a random diamond, some squid head, pufferfish's head. But I thought it popped up with something else at first. Totems of Undying. You know, unorganized storage is just absolutely perfect and amazing in every which possible way, and I will fight anyone who argues with me. Who needs item sorters when you can have just random chest monsters full of items, okay? That's the way to do it. Anyways, I am getting exhausted. I think this video has gone on way too long. Way too long. I am really tired. And yeah, it's time to call it. And it's time to call it for Beyond Vanilla Season 2 as well. If there is another video for Beyond Vanilla Season 2, it is going to be the last video of Beyond Vanilla Season 2, and it'll just be a couple of highlights from what I was able to record from the Surviving Beyond experience minigame built by Magic Fred, and that'll be it. It'll be onward towards new and better things, hopefully. I'm really excited to show off what we've done so far. I can't even talk. I'm really excited to show off what we've done so far for Beyond Vanilla Season 3, Kingdoms of Beyond. The trailer is now on the channel. If you like the video here of this World Tour and the World Tour series for Beyond Vanilla Season 2, go ahead and give it a like, give it a comment, give it a thumbs up, give it whatever you want to give it. If you want to give me a ton of money, you could do that too, although I don't have any sort of Patreon or PayPal set up, so just message me. What is she doing? Is she gonna teleport me over to her? I don't know. Let's find out. What are we looking at, Maple? Why am I here? But if you like the video, yeah, go ahead, subscribe. I'm sorry, I'm really tired. Go ahead and subscribe. I put out new videos on the Beyond Vanilla server every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and that is going to continue. Oh, that looks really cool. That is going to continue even on into Beyond Vanilla Season 3, Kingdoms of Beyond. And yeah, I'm just going to leave you all off with that. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye!